Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Before I start, I want to say happy birthday to Mama Bear. My mom's birthday is today. This is why I've been so busy, y'all. I told y'all I got 2 birthdays in this month. My little sister and my mom's birthday. So, yeah, happy birthday to Mama Bear. Okay, y'all. So, I got to get started on this P Diddy, y'all. P Diddy, P Diddy, P Diddy. Y'all, it's a lot of stuff that they're leaving out. A lot of stuff that they're leaving out. And the closer and closer that it gets to this case, oh my goodness, there's more and more little information that's being seeping out. And let me tell y'all something. I said this, my day ones, twos, and threes, and some of my new people. Y'all remember I said this a while ago. I said, don't be surprised when the bodies start dropping in this case. Remember I said that? Well, I'm going to tell y'all this. A lot of things that normally happen, they put it in movies. They put it in the movie. Okay, y'all? Now, I ain't talking about the regular movies, Hollywood movies and this and that and this. But they have had different documentaries coming out on P. Diddy. And now they are having movies coming out on P. Diddy. And I don't know if you all have seen the new movie that they have on P. Diddy, but it is cringe worthy, y'all. And it makes sense to why the judge, the prosecutors are keeping people name, their faces covered when it comes to the witnesses and everything that has to do with P. Diddy. Okay, y'all? Now, there are more and more information that's being leaked out a little bit at a time the closer it gets to the court date. But I got a feeling that there is a serious bomb that's about to drop, y'all. A serious one in this case. And it is going to be explosive. And they're throwing little hints out here and there, but people are not paying attention. They're not paying attention at all. Okay? So, word on the street is there are more videos. I'm not surprised about the more videos that's coming out, because when they raided Diddy's house, they got a boatload of videos out of his house. When they raided several of his homes, they had a lot of videos coming out of his house. Now, word on the street is some of these videos are coming from people's cell phone. And I don't know how they got their cell phone into the parties, into these little gatherings that P. Diddy was doing. But they did. And it could have been somebody that worked for P. Diddy that got their phone in. Somebody that he trusted and thought that they would be the last person that would, turn on him. Okay, y'all? So now the paperwork is saying that there's 5 videos so far. Okay? Don't be surprised if there's more. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I have to say I told y'all so, because I told y'all that I told people don't be surprised and sit back and wait if people don't start mentioning people missing that went to some of the parties, coming up missing, demises caused by people at those parties. And I said, when they showed, I want y'all to think back about when a worker or somebody that their house was rented to P. Diddy, and they found, red stuff on the covers. Y'all remember when they found red stuff on the covers? And they were coming out talking about this as well. Well, we took it as it was possibly mingle tingle session that it got a little bit, wow. And that he possibly was going through the back door or something like that. And, there were some BLOD possibly on the bed in the covers. Remember back here when they was putting that information out? Well, there could be more to that story than meets the eye. Okay, y'all? And I'm going to tell y'all why in a minute. Now, this is the new paperwork that's being dropping. People are dropping paperwork saying that, talking about the videotapes. It's a lot of stuff being covered. I want you to pay attention to the things that's being covered up. There's so much stuff being covered in this paperwork that it don't make sense. And I'm going to tell y'all this. The reason why I believe some of this stuff is being covered is something more sinister that took place at these parties, and not just the parties, just regular mingle tingle sessions that he had with probably 2 or 3 people. Not just the, mingle tingle parties where there were several people there. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to think seriously about the prosecutors and the judge, and why people are being able to be a witness without even showing a face, without even giving their names. Because word on the street is when they go to court, which is going to be huge, okay? When they go to court, the witnesses don't even have to be there. They're going to be on a camera, like a Zoom. This is what they're saying. The witnesses is going to be on a Zoom, and their face is going to be covered. Like, they be talking to the Jane Does and John Does, and they don't show their face. All you see is an image of them, like a, shadow of them. They're saying this is what's going to take place. And don't be surprised if they have a voice box where their voices is not their real voices. Because P Diddy will still know who they are if they talking. And these ain't just, to me, this is not just because of my personal opinion. This is not just because of mingle tingle sessions or traffic to the king. I don't think it's just about that. I think it's something more that they're hiding, and they're not going to let out until it gets closer and closer to the court date, or if any. They might just not release this until the court date. But word on the street is, Diddy got some bodies on his hand. And if you go by the things that they're putting out, the documentaries, the movies that's coming out about Diddy, this will tell you why. That they are being very, very cautious about stuff. Because we see how Jay-Z just came. Jay-Z played a trick on Tony Busby. Told him that they wouldn't even come after this person and none of that stuff. But it was all to find out who she was so they can get at her. And we still don't know the consequences of that, because a lot of people think that that's just going to go away so quick. But I don't think so. I don't think that's going to just go away so fast. One thing about Jay-Z and P Diddy is they're really, really close. They're almost like brothers. They're that close. Okay, y'all? And it ain't no way that Jay-Z is going to walk away from the stuff that P Diddy was doing if he knew about it, played a part in it. And I don't see P Diddy being close to Jay-Z without Jay-Z having to do something to be in that inner circle, to win his trust like that. So don't be surprised if his name pops back up. Just my personal opinion. Okay, y'all? We haven't even really reached the surface of the charges and everything that's going to be dropped on P Diddy, y'all. From my understanding. Okay, y'all? And I'm going to tell you, there are so many people on social media, minions. And you can go to P Diddy's IG and see that he got millions of followers. And that puzzles me that he has all these followers still following. This just goes to show you how sick people are. There are a handful of bloggers out here that's really going in and telling, the real about this whole P Diddy stuff. And people are coming at him left and right. And I have to give it to Ticket TV, because he is doing his thing over there. And he is blocking everything that's get thrown his way. He's checking ninjas and everything over there. And he is not folding when it comes to P Diddy now. He's not folding. And I'm glad to have people like this on social media that is not folding to these dummies out here that's still defending P Diddy. Now they are mentioning 5 tapes, 3 from CNN, 2 from cell phones. But there are much, much more things going on in this case. Ain't no way in the world that they are, my personal opinion, going so hard to protect these people over just some mingle tingle sessions. No, this is deeper than that. I've never, like I said, I've never seen it in my life. Prosecutors and judges go so hard to protect these witnesses. Okay, y'all, in this whole situation. Now, let's get to why I'm saying what I'm saying. There's a movie that just came out on Tubi. This movie is called African American Psycho, the hip hop geek with an F. Okay, y'all? And this movie right here tells everything that you need to know about Diddy. And like I told y'all, there have been a little bit here and there, stuff leaking out about the whole situation. Now, I've been keeping up with Tony Busby's page over there. And I think that he fell back because of the fact that there's more to come. I think he know a lot about what's going on with Diddy's case. I think he know a lot about Jay-Z stuff as well. And I think he fell back so he can regroup things in one way. But they made him look bad in the meanwhile. You know what I'm saying? By even trying to do a deal with Jay-Z in the first place. Why not just put it out there? Just like, everybody did with the Shannon stuff. Why not just put it out there and go from there? The evidence that you had or whatever, or this and that and this. Why would you try to do a deal with the devil? See, when you do deals with the devil, it backfires. And I think that that's somewhat backfired with Tony Busby. But he's still trying to save face by coming so hard with the Shannon case. But read between the lines, because I said this and I did a video on it. Tony Busby was releasing little tad bits of information. And remember when I did the video and I said that he is accusing them of being vampires? And what do vampires represent, y'all? They have a thirst for blood, for blood. They have a thirst for it. And this is what's being portrayed in this movie. He is basically calling them vampires. Okay, y'all? This was Tony Busby. And I told y'all that Tony Busby was releasing jewels. But people was reading between the lines. And they wasn't reading between the lines, peeping everything that he was putting out. If y'all haven't watched this movie, go watch it. It's on Tubi. And I'm going to say this. I really don't see them putting some of the information in this movie that's true and then mixing it with lies. If you were going to make a movie about P Diddy and witnesses giving their, scenarios about what this guy is capable of, you're going to put everything in that movie. You're not going to mix it with truth and lies. There's no way. They put in this movie that Diddy is sick. They put in this movie that the whole incidents that's being portrayed in the courtroom, the whole situation that happened with Cassie at that hotel. And they're also saying that, there's more videos of, that was just one part of the pulse session that he gave her that day. That there's more videos of him putting pause on Cassie. And he's sick. He liked to tape stuff. And I'm wondering now, y'all, did he tape any of the other things that he was doing? The more sinister stuff to which is behind why they're hiding people's identity that's coming forth. In this movie, they showed a scene toward the end of the movie. But the beginning of the movie, they're showing Diddy to be a hitter. A serial hitter. and that he likes to take, stuff cut birthday cakes with. He likes to take this to people's skin. This is what they're portraying in this movie. They also portraying in this movie that these people come up missing and disappear and they're never heard of again. So this is explosive, this movie that they just put out. And like I said, if y'all have not seen it, go check this movie out. And I want you to go check this movie out. Come back to this comment section and tell me what you all think about this movie. Not only is they portraying him to be somebody that likes to, enjoy inflicting pain on other people, but anybody can get it. They show a homeless person sitting on the street talking to him, and he looks around and he takes this person out. This is what they're showing in this movie. If this is the real P Diddy, y'all, the best is yet to come. The stuff that everybody else is talking about is nothing compared to the slashing and all this stuff. They also showed in this movie that he threw little, 3 to the sumps. And he would, literally go out and pick somebody to come back to his house from parties, clubs, whatever. He would pick somebody to come back to his house and, engage in mingle tingle sessions with him and whatever female that he's with for the day. Or, and we all learned about Kim Porter. We all learned about, Cassie, and that they had to do things with other women and all of this stuff. In this movie, they are portraying P. Diddy as some of these people that he picked up and brought home, they didn't make it back. They also showed BLOOD on the bed. And nothing was ever said about these people that were taken out. So there is more to come when it comes to this Diddy's case. My opinion. I don't see them. And y'all let me know in the comment section what you all think about this. Do you all see them making a P. Diddy movie, putting in some stuff true and some stuff fake? Or do y'all see this as there's more to come in this paperwork? And this is why that they're putting all of these, blacking out a lot of stuff. Because P. Diddy possibly took people out at some of these parties. And it wasn't that they did anything wrong or anything like that. But they're showing that P. Diddy has a lust for hurting people. Even taking people out. And the Tupac stuff, he hated him. He hated this man enough to allegedly line him up. Kim Porter, there are a lot of whispers of her case opening back up, if it's not already. The guy that was liking Kim Porter and she was liking him, the cutie pie that I told y'all about, that came up, gone too. That now, yes, they arrested somebody for it, but that guy is he going to testify against Diddy too? That Diddy was the one that paid him to take out this guy that was allegedly trying to date on Kim Porter? Because he could date who he wanted to. But they couldn't. And I said this over and over and over again. Don't be surprised when bodies start. They start mentioning the bodies in these cases. Is the best yet to come? Are they about to close so many cases? That's cold cases out here. Because of the fact that Diddy played a part in all of them. Everybody know Kim Porter, her passing could have been avoided. All they had to do was give her some antibiotics. But they didn't. That's the only thing they didn't give her. We all know that Diddy is the one that hired the doctor that was sent to Kim Porter. And he wouldn't even give her what she needed to survive. Everybody been pointing the fingers at him about Kim Porter. And we also know that Kim Porter was trying to write a book about everything that was going on with P Diddy. Y'all, this is about to get sinister. This is about to get deeper than even what everybody is talking about at this point right now. Everything that we've been thinking that was going on could be something else. We all thought that, Meek Mill probably got done dirty. We all thought that when we saw that bedroom and that red stuff all over the covers. Everybody thought that was Meek Mill. He was breaking them in. Everybody thought that. But could it have been a worker, a Mingle Tingle worker, that they invited to the party and he took out at that party? Is this why that there was still BLOOD on those covers? Because in this movie, they're portraying him as being a slasher, y'all. And if that's the case, did these bodies, somebody was the cleanup person? Is there, we already know about the person that comes to clean up after the parties. We already know he got a designated person for the cleanup. But when everybody leaves these parties, is there some people that's leaving with a toe tag on them? Is these bodies, and it would make sense that you got a cleanup person that will go in and take this person, and it also would make sense that he wouldn't care about the BLOOD on the covers, because if there's no body, how can they say this is their DNA? They don't care about leaving. I'm just saying, y'all. The evidence if you never find a body. Is this cleanup person going to reveal that not only did they come in there and clean up the covers, but they actually took demised bodies up out of there? Or was it somebody else that came in there and took out the demised bodies? Is there somebody else that's about to reveal some more information? I said this a while back. I said this. I said, don't be surprised when we find out that Diddy is behind a lot of people's passing. The very place where Diddy spent his summer, this guy is from. That took out somebody that did not even know this guy, had nothing to do with this guy. The police was still puzzled about why this guy took out the guy that was dating or trying to date Kim Porter. They said he don't even have a reason why he did it. They wanted to know why he did it, but they sentenced him, but they never knew. Now I want y'all to think about Nipsey Hussle's case for a second. Nipsey Hussle's case. Eric Holder is now working with the feds to take down Big U. And we all know that Big U love to talk. He got a big mouth. And once he knows that he ain't got a chance in the world to get out of there, y'all don't think Big U is going to talk and give up P Diddy and them too? Because allegedly they're tied to the Nipsey stuff. Allegedly, he's not only tied to the Nipsey stuff. Word on the street, I'm going to say allegedly, Jay-Z name is coming up with this Nipsey stuff. Is this why some of the lawyers then fell back? Because they're going to wait. They're going to wait a little bit to take down other people. We already know that Jay-Z is being charged through this Patel guy. That he's being charged with similar things. Paying people to take people out. Let's not forget about that. I know that, the media wants to clear everything and pretend like Jay-Z, his hands is clean and this and that. There's no way his hands is clean if he's attached to Diddy and been attached to him for all of these years. And I want you to remember something that P Diddy said. P Diddy said every time he get in trouble, Jay-Z is the one that cleans it up for him. That's huge. That is huge, y'all. If they talking to Nipsey Hussle right now, The person, not Nipsey Hussle, but the person that took Nipsey Hussle out and working with him now to find out who sent him and why did he do what he did. Y'all don't think for 1 minute that they are not working with other people that's attached to this Diddy stuff? I'm just asking y'all. Because for them to put this in this movie, there's more to come that you all don't even realize yet. They're showing this man pacing behind people's head while they sitting there talking to him. Not just the mingle tingle sessions, people that work for him. He's standing in the back, pacing the floor with a blade in his hand, right behind him, and they don't even realize it. Because he has a thirst for taking people out. I want y'all to pay attention to this. This doctor, could he be working with the feds too right now? That was sent to Kim Porter? Ask yourself this question. The cleanup people that was going there to clean up P Diddy's dirty work, they know all of these people now. They're attaching everybody to everything right now in this Diddy's case. Could this cleanup person be telling exactly what they're cleaning up and why? And could this BLOOD not have nothing to do with the back door, but have to do with Diddy possibly thinking their neck is a birthday cake, y'all? Because, y'all, this movie is letting a lot of stuff out the bag. And they had to get this idea from somewhere to even put this in the movie. I don't see them putting this in the movie if it's not true. And is this why all of this stuff is being blocked off? Is there way more sinister stuff to come? And shout out to all the bloggers that's been keeping up with this case and not letting people come in their comment section with their stupidity and steer them away from what they're really putting out here. They are portraying Diddy to be a K-I to the L-L to the E-R in this movie. And he likes it. He gets off on it just like he get off on everything else that he was doing. Yeah. Did people, not at the regular parties, but at these after parties, witness Diddy taking people out? I said this, and I said this. Don't be surprised when some of the girls come forth and say that them and their friend went to one of Diddy's party and their friend never returned. Them and their friends was into, mingle tingle session for pay and they never returned. You gotta think about some of these people that they were bringing to these parties. They were mingle tingle, paid mingle tinglers. Okay, y'all? They were people that were probably not even in some of these movies that he got some of these people from. There were probably people that on the streetwalkers, that he brought to some of these parties and took them out. Who would know but other street workers? Who would know, y'all? Because a lot of these people that is mingle tingle session for pay, just walking these streets out here, they didn't ran away from home. They family didn't threw their hands up with these people because there are a lot of people that's run away from home. They're problem children, some of them. Some of them, they're hooked on street pharmacy stuff. Their family don't even want to see them coming. This is why they get into this type of profession. And if you want to take somebody out that's been already missing and somebody that had on the runaway list and all of that stuff for years, who's going to know they gone but they personal friends that they do this type of work with? When I tell y'all that there is more to come with this P Diddy stuff, there's more to come. And did y'all hear the rumors of P Diddy now that he's running around here looking like Santa Claus on on crack, that he done totally turned white. His face is all, turned white. His hair is all white. He's losing a lot of weight. P Diddy is going to pass away in prison, y'all. Everybody knows that he is not going to beat this case. They got so much stuff piled on this man that he's never going to see the light of day. Never. And I want y'all to pay attention to why is it? Because this is on my mind heavily. R. Kelly was hanging out with Jay-Z. He got into it with Jay-Z. He sued Jay-Z. And word on the street is Jay-Z funded the surviving R. Kelly situation. He funded that. Don't y'all find it ironic that he's so close to Diddy and now Diddy is in the same situation as R. Kelly, but even worse? Even worse. I think R. Kelly got, 20 years or something like that. He still might have a chance to get out of there if he's still alive. And be an old man on the streets. He still might have a chance to. Diddy's never getting out of there. It makes you wonder, I'm just saying, y'all, was Diddy set up to go down? Or did Diddy just get careless? But why is that everybody that get close to Jay-Z, that's powerful, that start making so much money, got so many fans, they end up on the chopping block. And he ends up squeaky clean in all of this. But I don't think for 1 minute, y'all, that P. Diddy is going to go out without putting something on Jay-Z. I just feel like he's going to snitch on him too. He's not going to just pass away behind bars and not tell anything that he has done with Jay-Z or that he know about. My personal opinion. My personal opinion. I don't think Jay-Z is out the water. I think people done backed off of him a little bit until this trial start, and I think his name is going to pop back up again. And when they do this time, they're going to go full force on Jay-Z. That's my personal opinion. So I'm going to say allegedly. But I think that the best is yet to come. How do you publicly say Jay-Z is the person that cleans your stuff up? He's the person you go to. He's your brother. And every time you get in trouble, he gets you out of it. That's telling a lot, y'all. That's telling you that Jay-Z is behind the cleanup people. Y'all. I told y'all that the feds is sit back digging into Jay-Z's stuff. Little did he know it. I told y'all that people is saying that Jay-Z got bodies too on his hand. And he likes to try to get in front of everything. So are they going to come a different way with Jay-Z now? Ask yourself this question, y'all. Because they're not letting everything out right away. Because they know the people that probably was the clean-up people. They know the people that, you know what I'm saying? They got hitters that was out here that took care of stuff for them. And if these people are working with the feds right now, they have to be low-key and not put out everything at once. They got to come a certain way right when the trial starts so that people don't come up missing. Because everybody that P. Diddy knows, Jay-Z knows. They're allegedly tied at the hips when it comes to this situation. And now they see how he came at a female. And I'm talking about Jay-Z, y'all. He came at a female that is just like his kids. Okay, y'all? Got disabilities just like his kids. He came at her full force. Was that a test to see just how Jay-Z will come if somebody say something about him? And I'm going to tell y'all this. I got a feeling they're about to take another route when it comes to Jay-Z. They're stacking up all the evidence they possibly can. And they're going to use P. Diddy against Jay-Z. If Jay-Z covered up P. Diddy's stuff, which he said out his own mouth, Jay-Z is the person that take care of him. When he get in trouble, he covers it. Are they going to use that against Jay-Z? Is he going to start singing even more? Because I believe P Diddy started talking and then he stopped. He let the cat out the bag about the whole Young Dolph stuff and who was really the mastermind behind that. This is what I heard. So I'm going to say allegedly. And Jay-Z's name came up in that situation. So the thing of it is now, if P Diddy started talking some more, is he going to tell, once he figure out there's no way in Hell for him getting out, is he going to take Jay-Z down with him? He's very important in this situation, y'all. And it doesn't matter about, it matters about the people that came to the party that sit back and watch them make a fool of themselves and do the things that they were doing. Because you just have a whole bunch of room full of people now that's witnesses against you. They're going to testify against you to get themselves out of trouble. This is what is going to happen right now. Anybody that was at those parties, they're going to testify against Diddy so they can walk. So he's buried, y'all. He's buried so far that it doesn't make sense. He's buried right now. Tunnels in your house, all kind of stuff. He is done. And I know Jay-Z think he's in the clear, but I don't think so, y'all. Because Jay-Z part in this is worse. It's worse than the people that sit at those parties and watched. If he was the cleanup man. If he was the one that got Diddy out of all the trouble. My personal opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all think that this movie is showing something that one of them witnesses is saying, and the person that I think is letting the cat out the bag about these bodies is Cassie. I think Cassie is the one that told him that he liked to slash people, because it makes sense. When they showed them two girls in a room in the movie, two girls in a room with him having a mingle-tingle session. One, the main girl which was his girlfriend, one of his main girls. She made it out of that room, but the other girl didn't. So this had to come from Cassie. And this is why she's probably working with these people too, because they said Cassie is about to be one of the main witnesses in this account. Is Cassie about to release that Diddy took people out at some of those little mingle-tingle sessions? Not the parties, but people that he went out on the street and brought back home so they can have their little sessions with. This is about to be crazy, y'all. And I do believe that this is coming. When I put P Diddy in gematria, Hummer to the side keep popping up. There are bodies, y'all. There is BLOOD on Diddy's hands. And there are witnesses, I believe, is going to testify. And I think that they got a cleanup person that comes and clean up their mess. And it made me think about the Point of No Return movie too. Have y'all ever watched Point of No Return? Go watch that movie. They had hitters, paid hitters, that they put up in houses and this and that. And they go out and they do take people out and they go back and live their life like they la-di-da-di-da-di. They didn't hold down regular jobs. They were paid hitters. Not only did they have paid hitters, but they had paid cleanup people. That was solely their jobs. And they got paid big money to go and clean up the mess. If something went wrong when they took somebody out, if something went wrong, they call in the cleanup people. Come and clean the spot up. And they went and they cleaned and scrubbed everything just perfectly. They removed the bodies, or they put them in the tub and poured acid and all kind of stuff. This is what was going on in that movie. And from what they are showing in this new movie about Diddy, is that he is a crazed slasher. And his choice of taking somebody out is a blade. This is what they're showing in that movie. So things are about to get way worse for Diddy, y'all. And y'all, please light that comment section up and let me know what y'all think. Anybody that's seen it already, let me know what y'all think. Anybody that haven't seen it, what do you all think from what y'all just heard me say? I don't see them putting in things that were lies with stuff that is allegedly happened. Why mix that in with the movie with Cassie being ran down on in a hotel room and be done dirty? Why mix that up in there if that part is not true? We are about to witness something we ain't never witnessed before when Diddy case his trial starts. There's so much sinister things that has not been released yet, but they're releasing it in documentaries a little bit at a time. The people that ain't lying, okay, like Sarah, okay, y'all. I ain't talking about that, but look at these movies that they're releasing about Diddy. And please, if you got Tubi, run on over there to see it, okay, y'all. This is huge, y'all. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. If you want to support the channel, try to watch a commercial or two. It helps. Okay, y'all? Peace.